My name is Lowell the president of the White Kubuli Artists Association, and welcome to Rîzë, my exhibition about elevation, elevating the mind, elevating people, especially our Dominican women, and elevating yourself spiritually. My style is dramatic realism, so I do realistic work, but I also stylize the features that I like the most to bring them out, and it ends up being something more interesting than just dry and dull realism. My pieces are solely on wood, and I use fabric dye, wood stain, watercolor pencil, and I use an engraving tool and sandpaper to bring back the original tone of the wood for the highlights. I've been doing art all my life, but Earl Etienne, my uncle, pushed me to take painting seriously. He also encouraged me to go to art school, so I attended the Edna Manley College in Jamaica, where I majored in illustration. So I came back to Dominica as an illustrator, and that's also code name for storyteller, visual storyteller. So my pieces are not just pretty works, but they are very conceptual and they tell a story, and they go deep into the realms of my imagination. After Hurricane Maria, I was impressed by the Dominican people who just instantly went on their feet and started clearing the roads, and they were smiling actually. They were excited for the excitement. I mean, I feel sorry for those who actually lost their lives and their families lost lives, the family members lost lives, but the rest of the Dominicans, they were not broken down, they were not depressed. They were enjoying themselves by the river, cooking food every day, making jokes, and really enjoying going back in time to the days when technology didn't make us lazy and left us inside. So Dominicans rose after Hurricane Maria. And I also have beautiful Dominican women as some of my subjects, because I believe that women need all the help they can get to fight the oppression of the males, the male-oriented society that we have globally. So you have women being featured in my pieces, so women are rising. I give them all the boosts that I can, and I portray them in their natural beauty, so you will see them as artistic nudes, not naked, not corrupted, but artistically nude in a presentable and aesthetic manner. I also demonstrate that the youth are rising with Dominica. They are essential in the upliftment of the country. So I show my nephews, my daughter and her friend as my models, that they show that they are bringing up Dominica. My journey with working on wood started off from an assignment at college where they asked us to appropriate the work of a famous Renaissance or past artist. And I chose Leonardo da Vinci. And I saw that his sketches, they turned brown over time. And I wanted something brown as well because that was the artist that I chose for the assignment. And I was pressed for time, so I wanted a shortcut. And I decided, well, wood is brown, so I decided to use wood. My very first wood piece is 4 elements, and that's 4 dancers. I used real Jamaican dance students, and I invited them to come for photo shoots, and I told them to just do their favorite pose, and they just went crazy. They did very creative poses which I would never be able to tell them or shape them and position them in the way that I wanted to get the results that they showed me. And I painted them on 2 plywoods split into 2, so it ended up being 4 pieces, and each half of plywood is a dancer, and the pose that she is showing represents a different art form. The title is 4 elements. You have visual art, music, dance, and drama. So that's what 4 elements is about. And it's my very first wood piece, and it happens to be one of the favorite pieces that people see when they come to my show. And the thing with working on wood is that you can beat it, you can scratch it, you can paint within it, and you can put many, many layers. And it takes a lot more work than working on canvas. It takes more layers, it takes more stress, it takes more abuse. So I really enjoy working on wood, and I am still experimenting with different ways to show what I'm trying to depict on wood. When I work on wood, I find it difficult to go back to canvas and paper because they don't give me the dynamic results that the wood does. Rîzë turned out to be a huge success actually. The opening was very well received and people couldn't stop congratulating me. They signed in my book. I had a moment to read some of the writings and I was very, very touched. I asked the public for their criticisms and their complaints and so on, but I really just got praises. People really loved the show. And Rîzë, besides the idea of arriving at an elevated state, my hope for Rîzë was that it would inspire Dominicans. It will help give them a boost of pride, of togetherness, of rising together. So yes, I think it was very effective, and everybody who sees the show or who saw the show was impressed, and they told me to keep it up. Yes, I want to say to the public, keep rising, keep the positive spirit. We usually see online that Dominica is one of the happiest places in the world, and I really want us to keep that up. Don't get down, don't get depressed. Hurricanes are part of our culture. You know, they happen every year, whether it's just a tropical storm, a depression, or a full-fledged storm. Don't let that get you down, just keep rising. We're gonna face adversity, we're gonna face criticism, we're gonna face people who think that Dominica is tiny and maybe something country, I can't really say the word. But they tend to talk about our country as being third world, and sometimes third world has a stereotypical stigma to it that means that you're poor and sad and depressed and wishing to be more like what they consider to be the more developed countries. But what happened is that the people in the developed countries save money to come and vacation in Dominica. So Dominicans really need to appreciate what we have, and maybe you should travel to other countries, and that's when you really gain the true appreciation for Dominica. So please keep rising with Dominica. I came back to Dominica after being successful in so many different countries. I went to England, Jamaica, Barbados, Anguilla, Tortola, the British Virgin Islands, so many countries, and they keep asking me to stay because I do tattoos and I do paintings. I can do that anywhere in the world and be happy and make a lot of money. So I came back to Dominica because with the invention of the internet, the whole world is my country. So I came to Dominica to represent within Dominica and to help bring up Dominica and to help the population to appreciate art more. So keep rising, Dominica.